Okay, it is Monday. It is Memorial Day. I work 9 to 6 today. Store closes at 8. So, yeah. I done some research. It's like, I'm not sure right now. I know I said in the last video, I'm probably gonna, but it's like right now I gotta see how much would it be to shift those, because I gotta watch how much, I pay in shipping on stuff too. I guess the hilarious thing is the most valuable out of the three is actually the Shrek banner. So it's like, okay. But, yeah. So, a lot of the customers lately, like I've said, have been very cranky. Now, a lot of the people at Menards don't realize this. It's like when I worked at Walmart, I think when I got back from the fake brain tumor that was known as pseudo tumor. Now, with the pseudo tumor, I know the doctors have argued with me on that, but back in my early 20s when I had that, and after I've had that, my hearing hasn't been very good. I know the doctor said it couldn't been caused by pseudo tumor. I think it was, because I can't hear very well after I had that pseudo tumor. And yeah. And a lot of customers don't realize, since I do have some hearing problems, I can't really hear over the racket of them shopping carts and rails. And, they gotta understand I'm not deaf. Reality is, if I have my hearing checked, first off, they're going to want to clean out my ears, and I'm afraid that once they clean out my ears real good, my ears are probably going to be buzzing. And overall, in the end, they'll probably tell you should get hearing aids. Yeah. So, back when I had the pseudo tumor, that was when the doctors were telling me I was going to die. And I think I was bawling, and they were saying you should figure out your own funeral and all that, and I'm like, I was bawling. So, I had no one really praying for me, so basically I was a Lutheran and doing what any Lutheran would do. I think I was holding on to a Norwegian Bible. A Bible in Norwegian language where you can't really read. But then after that, they said, you're not going to die. So, they said they have to tell everyone that. And I'm like, why? But, yeah. So, that was my little scary life experience in my early 20s. And I could say, thank God I never went through that ever again. Yeah. So, and I think when I gotten back from that, so I was out for only about a month or two, or a month and a half with the pseudo tumor. Walmart trained me in for department management. So, once I was trained for department management, because, I was on the sales floor stocking, I was doing price changes. accounts and alerts and made sure features were done. Everything basically a department manager would do. So, you can see why a lot of the problem when I'm looking for a different job is I am trained in supervisory, and I was a supervisor at Shopko. That's the other part that's holding me back on getting a different job, because they're thinking, well, why would you want a lower grade job? And I'm like, to work my way to supervisory. So, yeah. So, it's like right now I'm not, like what's working at Menards, I'm not treated that well by some of them I work with, but it's like when you get bullied by customers, you know, and that's where I hate to say over Menards equipment, or you're trying to follow Menards rules, and customers will bully, call you names, and when that happens, or they holler at you for no reason, it makes me feel like I just don't want to be at work anymore. And being that you know, I work in retail, it makes a lot of them, if they get bullied by customers and they're just following the company rules, it makes them think about, like me, going and finding a different job where they're going to be more appreciated. So, and it's not easy for someone my age to get a different job. That's kind of what I've been learning. So, and that's the thing. Like, I'm also trained on doing planograms and stocking on the sales floor. And when I go into a job interview, when I'm trying to go into a different retailer that'll pay what I would want per hour and full time, they cringe, because they're, like I said, I'm trained in a lot of stuff, and they wonder why Menards has me pushing carts, basically. And I'm like, and I don't want to dare say in an interview, I turned down the cart job. I don't know why they have me yet on carts, because I'm supposed to be technically still a cashier. That was the original agreement, but I'm thinking, one thing they didn't tell me is they probably didn't say, if you didn't take that cart job, you don't have a job here anymore. You know? Because I think the customer bullying when I started here at Menards started around November of 2017, and what people don't realize is Menards didn't train me on a lot of stuff. I think I had a customer tell me how to load a gift card. Menards never taught me that. And you know how embarrassing that is to have a customer teaching you that had once worked here? That ain't really that good. Yeah. So, and too, with my shoulder injury that happened in 2018 in September, towards the end of September, I haven't had that checked, and I'm thinking it didn't heal properly, and there's times where because I think back then I felt a muscle tear in my shoulder blade, but I have lots of pain right where the rotator cuff is, so there's times where I speculate, do I got a torn rotator cuff too? So, you know, and that's the thing. So, it's like with pushing carts, it's something I can no longer do. That's why I'm kind of pushing for a different full-time job in retail. but to be on the sales floor where I can be a little bit babying my shoulder at least. Because with carts, I can't go telling customers I got a bad shoulder too. Otherwise, they will look at me and refuse to even let me do the carry out, and I would get my butt chewed out.